chimichanga. Hey everyone, Bobo Mac here. Today on the show, I'm talking about the Toy Fair exclusive Gomez figure Agent Edition that Mezco Toys gave out during the press event. Now, mine was given out at the press event. There was some crazy mass confusion and grab all to try to grab this figure following that event. And Mezco eventually made it available to order for everyone, at least via the website, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. So that's awesome, and I'm happy that everybody who really wanted it got a chance to get it. Anyways, we got the front of the box here with the Mezco logo with the Toy Fair stickers and whatnot. Then, for some reason, I turned the box sideways so you could see the lettering, but it does say Gomez on the side there. And then on the back, we got our CSI picture or whatnot of Gomez in roach form in a scientific light. So let me go ahead and get this guy unboxed, and then we'll talk about him a lot more in depth, okay? Alright, so here is Gomez ready for action. Mr. Big Pimpin' with his nice suit and his nice little bug antennas and his big glossy black eyes and his mandibles there in the front. It's a face only a mother could love when you really break it down. And then as you can see, he's got a plethora of accessories, but we'll talk about that more in a bit. As for the figure itself, very nice articulation and detail on the guy. The suit came out great with the tie and the polo shirt. The black coat, like sports coat jacket thing, is removable. I mean, you even got detail there with the belt buckle and whatnot. And then you got the pants, and then you got the Mezco Chuck Taylors there rocking and rolling. I mean, there is a lot going on with this guy that came out really fantastic and really neat. So let me go ahead and start breaking down articulation for you guys, and we'll take it from there. Alright, let's start with the Gomez head. Now, this is the default head, and I'll go into details of it a lot more in depth in the accessory department. As you can see, the antenna's on a ball joint and moves up and down, side to side. No issues. In terms of the head itself, you can get that side-to-side action. Looks down okay, looks up pretty good. Really no issues there. Then, of course, it has full rotation, which is always nice. Especially if you want to do some exorcist type things. With the neck peg attached, you can definitely get the head to go back quite a bit, and then you could also bring it down quite good too. I mean, Mezco really went all out on the articulation on this guy, as it makes sense considering it's their own in-house figure, so very awesome to see. Alright, now in terms of articulation on the arm, now I'm going to do this in two steps. Now with the jacket on, definitely goes up pretty high. I mean, really no issues whatsoever for those who want it with the jacket on. You can definitely bring it down, and then you can spin it up that much, and then you can bring it back, but I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you don't want to tear or anything. But if we remove the jacket like I'm doing here, you do afford some more range of motion. As you can see, I bring the arm back up again, bring it back down, really no issues going forwards or back. Once again, just be careful with the cloth. You got the bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and then you got the ball hinge at the wrist that works pretty well with the up and down and all that fun action. Alright, in terms of articulation, he can go back quite a bit. He can go forward a good amount too. And this is once again up at the top. And then you got that diaphragm joint working to go side to side and twisting back and forth like so. Then you can bring it forward pretty dang good with that lower waist articulation there that's connected by a double ball peg from the diaphragm joint down into the body. You can also go back quite a bit too. I mean, look at that thing. This guy is very flexible, and then he twists side to side like so. So really, I have no issues at all with the articulation with the upper body. Alright, now in terms of Gomez's lower body, he can definitely do the splits. There's no denying that. Looking pretty shabby. Now, if you wanted to bring it forward a little bit more, all you have to do is close those legs and have him kick forward, stretching up like so. Good range of motion like so. You can even go back a little bit too, which is very nice to see. Then, of course, we got our thigh cut right there, working very nice. And then we got the double jointed knees. And then if I lift the pant leg up, you can see the boots connect, or the shoes connected a lot differently than it was with the Dawn of the Dead figures. It actually affords a lot more range of motion, which is nice to see that they've made an improvement on that. You bring it up and down and side to side and get into rocket and having all sorts of crazy fun with those Chuck Taylors on. Anyways, let's talk about the bulk of this review, which is now going to be the accessory department. Alright guys, let's talk hands. Mezco has packed Gomez in with so many hands, it's ridiculous. I believe if I count them right, there's like 14 different hands for this guy, and that's including the two-fisted hands that came packed in with the guy. I mean, a lot of different expressions you can get with him. You can have this guy doing a lot of different things. It's really quite cool to see this level of love put into a Mezco figure. Alright, let's talk hands. Fisted hands, jazz hands, trigger hand, gripping hand, trigger hand, pointing up hand, immature hand, grenade hand, weird hand, Nixon hand, other weird hand, gripping hand, and trigger hand. Alright, let's talk alternate heads. Now, we got the realistic roach head, and then we have the default head, and then we have our black mask head, and then we have the alternate default head look going for it. I really dig the fact that you got 4 different head sculpts here to work with. I mean, you can really customize this Gomez figure any way you want, and I think that's very cool of Mezco to include. Now, in terms of this picture-in-picture thing that I was trying to pull off, you have the alternate head that has a lot grittier, dirtier, filthier look to the Gomez figure, which I like. And then when you go to the realistic head, once again, this is my favorite head personally. I don't know why I like it. It's a giant bug head on this like suited body. It's just so wacky and weird. It's hard not to appreciate it, and I think it's cool that they included it. And then, of course, we had the black mask head, which everybody's going to love. Everybody was really excited for this head sculpt. It's like, instantly I got a black mask figure. And I can't really argue with that because you essentially do. I don't know if Black Mask really wore Chuck Taylors, but nobody's really looking at the feet, right? And then we have the 2 grenades, and then I got the bug holding the grenade in one of the hands there. We have this rifle that comes in a million pieces. Be careful with it. The cool thing about this gun is you can customize how long and size and shape and whatnot, as you can see in some of the pictures here. Then we got the 2 blast effects, which we saw with the blade figure. Then we got the noisy cricket, which is what I'm calling this gun. And as you can see, you could have it using the shotgun blast or the regular muzzle blast. Then we got our Ghetto blaster boombox here. The handle comes up. This is very cool, but it opens up so Gomez can store all his guns. Now, each slot you can fill a certain amount in. I haven't been able to get all the guns in the suitcase or in the boombox, but it definitely works. You saw the stickers, and then we got the sheath and sword. And then, as you can see, he's chopping away, getting ready for some ninja action, which then brings us to the trench coat. The trench coat is kind of like that cherry on top. I don't know if we really needed this figure to have a trench coat, but the fact that they threw it in there, that's pretty cool, right? Now, the trench coat itself does not have any wire in it, except for the part where you tie the coat together to keep yourself warm. That does, so you can get some expressions out of that and whatnot, which I think is cool. It's a nice added touch. The material feels great, and it looks great on this buck. And then lastly, we have our Mezco Stand Bag and Flight Stand arm thing. As for our size roundup here, I mean, we got Blade, we got Deadpool, we got Gomez. They all came out fantastic, but, you know, between Gomez and Blade, it's hard to really nail down a favorite. I'm going to have to say that I do like Blade more, but I definitely understand the appeal of Gomez. I'm not as attached to Gomez, but having this figure around is going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. He looks cool. He's fun. There's just so many options. I think it's great that Mezco went all out with this guy to really just give you a powerful 1-2 punch of awesomeness. But guys, that's going to do it for the review today. Thank you so much for stopping by. You get some free time, head over to undercovercapes.com and extreme-sets.com. Slideshow at the end. Take care, and until next time, great googly moogly.